Hello, and welcome to AskMary.com 10-minute news broadcast. I am your host, Patricia Sanders, and today I tell you what, it is a beautiful day to be an American. I want to talk about the unveiling of the Homeowner Affordability and Stability Plan that President Barack Obama unveiled yesterday. We have some great opportunities to save a lot of homes and even save some of those that are probably not even behind their mortgage. They're just underwater, as the term is, in their mortgage. So this is a great plan, I feel, and this will help a lot of people. And one of the things that we do want to understand is that it will not help everyone. So we need to get that in our mind. So we're going to talk about that today. We're also going to talk about some of the questions and answers that HUD provided for homeowners to go onto their website and view some of these questions and answers to this homeowner affordability and stability plan as well. We're going to touch on loving the home you're in. Because right now we do understand that when you're in foreclosure, sometimes your home looks like you're in foreclosure or there's something going on. We still have to maintain our homes as homeowners and bring back our dignity. Now look, first of all, before I start going into the fact sheet of the Homeowner Affordability and Stability Plan, I first want to say this. I want this plan to work as an American. Look, I am so tired of Democrat, Republican, liberal, whomever you are. Why can't we just come together as Americans and come together and save our homes? Look, I'm going to tell you what I am. I am a homeowner. I want to be able to maintain my home. I want to be able to pay my mortgage. I also want my property value to increase, not decrease. So I'm not saying that I'm a Democrat or Republican or liberal. I am a homeowner, and I'm very concerned about my home, my investment, and my future. So as an American, we should not want this plan to fail, because if this plan fails, anything this president does, we fail. He's our president. He's representing the United States of America, and we want America to rise up again. Now let's go into this Homeowner Affordability and Stability Plan. We know that this particular plan is supposed to reach assistance to 7 to 9 million homeowners. This Homeowner Affordability and Stability Plan is all in this plan is refinancing for responsible homeowners suffering from falling home prices. That means that they're underwater. They can't refinance because their home doesn't have the equity in it anymore. Also, this comprehensive $75 billion homeowner stability initiative, what's all included in this is loan modification plan to reach 3 to 4 million homeowners. This is a shared effort with lenders to resolve interest payments, incentives to servicers and borrowers. And look, these lenders do need an incentive, because that Hope for Homeowner plan was not working. They did not use it. They continued to foreclose rapidly, and it's just like they just ignored that plan altogether. So giving them an incentive to use this plan is great. Also, there's clear and consistent guidelines for loan modifications that will be set. Required participation by financial stability plan participants, meaning if these lenders want money from the government, they have to buy into this plan as well. This is also close to modification of home mortgages during bankruptcy. This is giving judges more of a say of what these people interest rate can be. And I'm gonna tell you something. If you're a lender, you don't want a judge coming behind you telling you that this is what I'm going to set this homeowner's interest rate to. You still want to be in control of that. This also supposed to strengthen the hope for the homeowners and other FHA loan programs, which really need some help, and support local communities and help displaced renters. I think that's a great deal as well. And this same plan is supposed to support low mortgage rates by strengthening confidence in Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac. All of these things is within the $75 billion Homeowner Stability Initiative. And look, I think it's a foot in the right direction. And if we all come together and realize that we can do this together, I think we'll have a better outcome of this, instead of us bickering and saying this won't work or that won't work. How do you know it won't work until we try it? That's with anything. That's with starting a business. Like I started AskMary.com. How would I know if this is going to work if I don't try? And that's the same thing as this plan. That's the same thing our president is doing and other presidents before him has done. And we have to come together and back our president. Now what we're going to do, we're going to go over some questions and answers that HUD has had available for borrowers that want to know about this. We're going to go over a couple. This one is, how do I know if I'm eligible? This is for borrowers who are current on their mortgage. Complete eligibility details will be announced on March 4th. March 4th will have the complete eligibility details for borrowers that are current and not current when the program starts. This criteria for eligibility will include having sufficient income to make mortgage payments and acceptable mortgage payment history. The program is limited to loans held by Fannie Mae or Freddie Mac. And this is not just for loans with Freddie Mae or Freddie Mac. This can also be with any other lender as well. And they had another question here. It said, I owe more than my property is worth. Do I still qualify to refinance under the homeowner affordability and stability plan? Eligible loans will now include those where the new first mortgage, including any refinancing costs, will not exceed 105%. The current market value of the property. For example, if your property is worth $200,000 and you owe $210,000 or less, you may qualify. The current value of your property will be determined after you apply to refinance. Now here are a couple of questions for borrowers that are at risk or in foreclosure. The first question is, how do I know if I qualify for a payment reduction under the homeowner affordability or stability plan? In general, you may qualify for a mortgage modification. If you occupy your house as your primary residence, your monthly mortgage payment is under 31%, greater than 31% of your monthly gross income. Your loan is not larger to exceed the current Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac loan limits. They have set loan limits to where you can qualify. And finally, eligibility is determined by the mortgage lender based on your financial situation, detailed guidelines that will be available on March 4th, 2009. And also, I do want to let people know, listen, if you are you wondering to yourself if you qualify for this, don't wait till March 4th. Get all of your information together. Get your current paycheck stubs, your last 2 paycheck stubs. Get your most recent tax return. Information about a second mortgage if you have it on your home. Payments of your credit card that you're carrying balances on from month to month. Payments on loans such as student loans and car loans as well. Get all your financial information together right now, because when March 4th comes, you want to know who you need to fax this information to start them working on your situation. Also, there was one other question. How much will a modification cost me? There is no cost to borrowers for a modification under the homeowner's affordability and stability plan. If you wish to get assistance from a HUD-approved housing counselor agency or are referred to a counselor as a condition of the modification, you will not be charged a fee. Now, if you're asked to pay a fee through a home organization that is doing modifications for you, hey, especially if it's upfront, don't do it. I personally say find a certified HUD counselor, and if you can't, you can go to those other guys, because you know what, they do work for you. Some of them really do work. But I tell you what, if they're asking you for money up front, don't do it. And another question, and they're asking, do they have to accept this plan? No, they don't. It's still up to the lender to work with you about this. So look, you're going to have to get on your P's and Q's, dot those I's and cross those T's, and get your mortgage together. Because we know when we took out our mortgage, you still have to make a mortgage payment regardless of what the situation is. Even though that these are tough times, the government is stepping in and we must take advantage of it. And another thing I want to touch on about loving the home you're in. Just because your house is in foreclosure or things are going on in your life, your home, your marriage, don't let your house look like it. And I can attest to that, because I know I went through some difficulties, and I rolled up to my house and I saw the outside of my house. I'm like, you know what, this is ridiculous. Let me get out and do some TLC to my home. I started with the outside. I made sure things were together on the outside, looking fresh and clean. I put my son to work as well. I want to say this, homeowners, we need to bring the dignity back into being homeowners. We are homeowners. We invested in properties. We make up these neighborhoods. This is who we are, and this is what we will be. We have to keep the American dream alive, and let's do that. We have dignity. We invested in these homes, and this is our life. This is what we invest in, and I tell you what, it is still a great investment to be a homeowner. And that is our show for today. And I want to tell you, if you want to know what your mortgage options are, it's free. Go to AskMimi.com and click on what are my options. and you go through there and let us know what your situation is. There are real estate professionals waiting to assist you and let you know what your options are, such as bankruptcy attorneys, you have mortgage lenders, you have nonprofit organization, HUD certified counselors, you even have investors on there letting you know what your options are, what they can do for you. And I'll tell you what, it's free, and take advantage of it. Now is the time. Know your mortgage. That is our show for today. We want to thank you for listening in on AskMimi.com, where homeowners express themselves and get results. And I am Pantecia Sanders. Have a great day.